Have you ever struggled with writing to a set character count? That's the topic I'm addressing today in The Right Question. I'm Daphne Gray Grant, the Publication Coach. I have a question from Marla Holmes, a writer based in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Here's what she asked by email. I don't know if you've noticed, but these days many writing opportunities require filling out forms. And of course, these forms usually have a maximum letter count. I always thought it was bad enough when we had to write to a specific number of words, but letters? Letters? It makes me feel like a computer. Do you have any tips for making this process feel less onerous and less tiresome? Thanks for the question, Marla. You've reached me at the perfect time because I've recently helped one of my adult daughters finish her application forms for graduate school all across the country. And the vast majority of those damn forms came with character counts. In my daughter's case, 1,500 to 1,800 characters was typical. Now, don't roll your eyes at me, but I've never minded writing to a specific word count. I actually like the constraint of that. And the word count gives me a specific understanding about how difficult the job is going to be. So here are my suggestions for you. First, don't ever write your first draft on the computer form itself. That's only going to increase your level of annoyance. Instead, compose in a clean Word document and then copy and paste it into the form when you're done. Second, calculate the specific word count you're going to be aiming at. I may not understand how long 1,500 characters is. It sounds like an awful lot, doesn't it? But it turns out that 1,500 characters is only 265 words. As a writer, I already know what producing 265 words feels like, so I can manage my expectations. To perform this calculation, just open any long Word document and highlight a chunk of text. Then activate the little dialog box under Tools Word Count. This will not only tell you how many words you've selected, but also how many characters. Once you know the word count you're aiming at, and once you've done the writing, you're likely to find that what you've written is too long. My daughter certainly fell into that camp. And if this is the same issue that faces you, you'll need to start cutting text. Again, doing this in a Word doc is going to be far easier than doing it on a computer form. Crucially, understand that if you need to cut the piece by 20% or more, you will not be able to do this by eliminating words or sentences. Instead, you'll need to identify major chunks you can take out. Don't think about this too hard. Just get out your hatchet and excise that text. For example, if an argument you're making involves 4 points, cut it down to 3. And if it's already 3, reduce it to 2. I include a link below to a blog post I've written under the headline, How to Write the Perfect Amount of Copy. Be sure to check it out. Marla, the work of cutting text can sometimes feel painful, but here's how I suggest you think about it. Remind yourself that everyone else filling out these forms is in exactly the same boat. Finally, let me wrap up with a quote from noted American novelist Stephen King. Amateurs sit and wait for inspiration. The rest of us just get up and go to work. Marla, yes, it can be hard work to write to a specific character limit, but don't freak yourself out with the demands of the forms. Just view this type of writing as a game that you're trying to play. It will be much less painful if you adopt this kind of attitude. If you'd like to write with greater ease and happiness, take a look at my latest book, Your Happy First Draft. I don't sell it via bookstores or Amazon. Get it on my website, link below.